Howdy, howdy. What's your fighting here? Path of Exile 2. We've got it. The update. It finally came. His grave command. So, in the previous update, this was supposed to come into the game, but it did not. So this is part of the Unborn Lich. One of the desecrated modifiers you can roll when you identify. Well, you choose all of the desecrated mods for the Unborn Lich staff, which you get from Kulamek's Invitation boss. So the main Abyss boss. And one of the desecrations you can get is his Grave Command. So what is this skill? It is a companion, duration, and persistent. Well, it's not the persistent skill, it creates a persistent skill. It conjures abyssal spirits to hinder a rare undead for a duration. So this is Tame Undead, basically. If you defeat the undead while it is hindered, it will be captured and stored to a soul crystal skill gem. Soul crystal will allow a wielder of great abyssal power to summon the bound undead as a reviving companion. So it effectively functions as Tame Beast. The problem, obviously, is that it's bound. So it requires the Unborn Lich. So here's a bunch of Tame Undead. Just, I can show you. I'll just equip it and show you, what I'm talking about. So, we have, let me just, so we have like this Arbalest. Now, most undead generally are slow, but that's the nature of specters as well, and a lot of the creatures in this game are slow for good reason, because they don't want to be too punishing to the player. That's beside the point. I don't want to talk too much about how the nature of the undead units and whether they're good as tame creatures or not. I want to focus more on the fact that they can't be good. Just simply because you're forced to use a staff which cannot have +7 minion skills. And that's what you're missing out on. You get your +5 from a Sanctified Scepter, obviously, and your +2 from a Focus. So you're missing out on 7 skill points, as well as all the bonuses you get from your Scepter. You can get like minion life or damage or attack speed within your presence. You miss all of that. Obviously you can get Spirit Reservation Efficiency and Spirit, which is not as much as the 100 Spirit on just one that doesn't have a Spirit on it. It's, simply put, it's crap. And yeah, I really don't understand. I don't understand the logic, I suppose, is where I'm getting at. Because it's like as if they took Tame Beast, the skill gem, and went, we should have that as part of a unique bow. And you're like, well, the bow doesn't have +2 minion skills. Fundamentally, it cannot. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It is so stupid. I'm trying my best to articulate the most obvious thing in the world, that this bastardization of a skill is insulting. I think I was excited for his Grave Command. I did look at the data mines and all that sort of stuff, and then when it didn't come out, I was disappointed that they scrubbed it from the desecrated mods. They added it to the desecrated mods here in the most latest Fate of the Battle League, and it's just fundamentally broken because you cannot use it on the offhand. So if it didn't have requires the Unborn Lich, I think it's perfectly fine, and I don't think it's unbalanced. I don't see a problem. I do not. This is the fundamental difference, I suppose, I have with GGG on this, is I do not see taming every creature in the entire game as wrong. I really don't see that. I don't see how that breaks the game. I don't see how that even competes with the most powerful builds, even close. I feel like, as long as, Bogfell Commoner is fine, for Infernal Legion and all that sort of stuff, and there's a lot of interesting creatures that don't really work that great as specters, but I don't understand. I don't understand. The thing about it is you have to be... The minimum level you can get an unborn Lich staff is 78. So it's not like he'd build a summoning... It's not like you build a companion / minion build for undeads, because it's such a toil to get to there. So it limits the options. If it was, his Grave Command was just a skill gem. If it was just added to the game, like Tame Beast, but on the int side, because it is an int gem, they did get the int part right, so there's a logic there. There is a, wait a second, this could be an int thing. So, oh, that makes sense. Boom, Tame skill, Tame Undead, int requirement, logical. Don't lock it to a unique weapon. Don't bind it to a level 78 plus, it's a level 84 for the level 19. Let people have access to it. Similar to Spectre. I don't understand. It's similar to Tame Beast. I don't understand why it's been attached to this, because it's not particularly thematically strong. I don't feel like the Kulamark, he doesn't summon anything in the boss fight. So it's kind of like, what is he commanding? Is it just the armies of the Abyss? But they're not really coordinated force, are they? They all come out of the hole at the same time. That's it. I really don't. I don't like it. So, yeah. So bullshit. And we got these ones, like a mage style one. There's a lot more mage style units, caster units in the undead side of things, which is really interesting. And I want to do more, experimenting with that. But it's just so disheartening that you cannot actually do anything decent with them because they miss out on 7 skill points. It's simple. The alternate is that his Grave Command creates the skill gem when you do the tame, and it's just not bound. You just get rid of requires the Unborn Lich. There's nothing broken in the game. You got to be it's got to be level 84 or 78, and by that point, I think you can live with it or without it. It's not game breaking. I don't see the vision for this. I feel like it's dumb. It infuriates me. It's like if Tame Beast, like I said, if it's like Tame Beast was on a bow. It's just so stupid. And I don't know why we get damage mods, companion damage mods on bows. And companion damage mods on talismans is a totally different thing, I guess, with the wolf stuff. That's fine. That's acceptable, but then you can't roll minion or companion skill levels on talismans, so that's kind of... I think eventually, even when they reduce the plus skills, if they cut it down to 0, possibly. Even in that circumstance, I don't agree with locking his Grave Command behind level 78 unique stuff. I think it's still shit. It's not creative, it's not interesting, it's not fun. I don't think it passes the bare requirements for skills. And I do think also, you could argue this, it's not as bad, but Feast of Flesh is also in a similar boat. It just consumes corpses to heal. This is something you feel like, I think this could be part of Abyssal Lich, maybe, just as a added skill, part of an ascendancy, or just in a skill pool. It's not broken, you still have to consume the corpses, it's not a hell of a lot of life and mana. Even at level 19, there's a whole bunch of skills locked to weapons. Yes, we could argue about Purity of Fire and Purity of Ice and Discipline and all that, and they don't want those in the game. They don't want the Purity of Elements. They don't want defensive style auras. Most of them, and whenever they're any good, they nerf them. They hate them. It's because they become mandatory, but then plus skills is mandatory, so that means your item you created with your, we want to make this really cool thing, we want to make this, we want to take Tame Beast and then we want to make a Tame Undead, we want to use that on a special staff. That's cool, was it going to roll plus minion skills? No, well then it's fucking useless. It's useless. It's there's no scaling. You can't scale them. I don't understand. And it's just like it's a real basic basic. And also that they break the game a little bit. Like, my performance drops dramatically when I use them because they're not quite... The game isn't quite ready for them. That happens, though. What do you think? This is the point where I turn it on to you. What do you think of this? Do you think that they're worth something? I have a I wanted to show you this one. This guy does the big swords, but the multi-hit and multi-shot doesn't give you multiple swords, unfortunately. He does the giant ones, but look how slow he is. Yeah. In the future, when we have no skill point things, maybe. No, even then it's shit. Even then it's dog shit, because it's just... I don't like skills being locked to weapons. I actually fundamentally disagree with the whole concept behind it. I think one of the big problems with, like, unarmed as an example, you can't use the fist skill for the hollow palm, and it just means, you know, you don't get extra damage for using hollow palm. Like, you're forced to use a quarterstaff. It's like, oh, I want to just increase unarmed. I want to actually use just my fists, not use a quarterstaff ability. Like, but they don't do shit with that either. So it's like, we need more options. The passive tree is obviously garbage. Needs more, much more. Better nodes, more interesting things. More powerful, obviously. It could be stone issues, but otherwise you're just getting all the dual sockets. Yeah. What do you think? You think his grave command is absolute bullshit bastardization of his skill? It's just taking Tame Beast, putting it on a goddamn staff. It's the dumbest shit ever. It should at least, at the barest of minimums, have been on a scepter. And then you desecrate it and it can have +4 as a desecration. At the bare minimum. Absolute bare minimum. It's like they had a rare... What would be a good example? A rare spell skill and they have it on a hammer. A unique spell skill on a hammer. It'd be like Tame Construct and they'll put it on a wand. Rather than trying to, you know, tie it into totems and put it on strength side of the tree. But we'll see what they do with that, what they do with Tame Construct. Obviously, it's going to happen. We got Tame Beast, we got Tame Undead, we'll get Tame Demon, Tame Humanoid. Humanoid's going to be probably on a crossbow. On a unique crossbow at level 78-1, Tame Humanoid. Some dumb shit like that. And then, yeah, I definitely think Tame Construct will be on like a hammer. A one-handed hammer. Not a two-handed hammer or something. They want to make something. They've broken apart Tame, the Spectres, from PoE1 and trying to break it into subdivisions and make it more interesting, but they just destroyed so much of it. It's a pain in the ass. I don't understand. I don't understand the logic, because his grave command, this has been the data mines for a while, so it's like they had a while to think about this and go, wait a second, we should take it off a unique weapon and make it a skill players can use, and then have, like, just like Tame Beast, they have Tame Undead, and then companions are more interesting on the minion side of the tree, and they have more value when there's a caster and it's something cool and interesting and people can build stuff around. But no, it's locked behind bullshit shit stuff. It's got no bloody plus the skills. God. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I literally cannot. It's just, it is the dumbest shit ever. I genuinely think that this is so stupid. So stupid. It's so stupid. I can't. What do you think? His grave command. So stupid. There's a whole... I mean, the other side of the tree is obviously the big thing. Where are you? Here. Consecrate, Solar Orb, no, Firebolt. Mana Drain, Bone Blast. Fulmination would be nice. I like Volatile Dead. Spell Slinger. Taking things off. Weapons, putting them on. Putting my skills. I can understand with the shields. That's one where I think that's fine with the parry and block. That's fine. That's fine. But spells and things, I think, are very limiting. I feel like there's a whole bunch of like Chaos Bolts and a whole bunch of other fundamental basic spells which would add to the spell pool. Because I feel like one of the big problems in the game is there's not enough spells. Like, you play any minion style build, you use the same spells as the spellcasters. That's it. You just use the spells. And then once you've done that, you play a spellcaster using the same spells. I want more spells. And I want more tame. I want more tame construct, tame humanoid. And this is just a slap in the face. And I know that companions are an afterthought. Minions generally don't fit in their ideology of combo-based gameplay. So they try to, do the command skill shit. It is shit. And I think probably poison, the sniper, skeleton sniper is probably the only one that's not totally unreasonable because you can do the gas cloud and blow it up. So it's like a whole bunch of combo that they love. They love that shit. But companions don't have combos. Companions don't have combos. And therefore... Oh wait, we're going to switch main. See, this is the problem. My damn skills. Yes, Thrashing Vines. Skill options. Just one. Okay. And we're dogs. So, for the no button build, generally, I think minions are great. I like companions. I really like the thematics of companions, and I like using them. I think they're cool. And you're not locked into, one style of defense or not. You can do multiple different things, which is interesting. But, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand limiting options, forcing people to use a weapon to get a skill that's such a basic skill that should be readily available to everyone. Like, should be the same as Tame Beast. Simple. Yeah, it's just Tame Undead. Simplest thing ever. Int gem, Tame Undead, add it to the Occult side of the tree. Done. You're done. Simple. Why they have to overcomplicate it and make it just shit is beyond me. Yeah. So that's why this video, that's why I'm making this. Yes, it's me just complaining and yelling and cursing, but that's all I can do. Maybe I'll make a Reddit post too and say how shit it is. But yeah, I mean, back on Path of Exile 1, I complained a lot. Complained about bloody console integration and how trash it was. And they changed a whole bunch of stuff in PoE 2. Yes, it's not quite perfect. No, it's not as good as D2R on the controller, but it's still a lot better than PoE 1. They've improved a lot. They're getting better. This one is a misstep that they saw. I could see coming from months and months and months away. That's what I don't understand. It was so many obvious things that they just undercook. I know they got a bunch of other stuff going on. They got so much on their plate, but this one was one that was specifically removed from the game when the staff came out. When the Abyss came, they specifically got rid of his Grave Command. Couldn't drop. And then they added it back into the pool of skills with this update, rather than taking it out and putting on a skill gem and just being like, this is a new feature, this is a cool new skill gem we're adding where you can tame undead. Oh, that's cool. We can make a video about it, talk about it, get MTX for that. Nah. It's this shit. I don't understand. Whilst plus skills is still the dominant way to do stuff, this is just dumb shit. And to me, just, yeah, I gotta stop talking. Blah, 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 blah. What do you think? Do you think the implementation of his Grave Command into Path of Exile 2 is garbage? Or do you think it's niche and interesting and cool, but you'll never ever use it? Or do you think it's the best thing ever and you'll use it? Like, cool and interesting, but totally unusable trash is still totally unusable trash. Yeah. Alright. That's what I think. I'm Frosty by 10. You're you. Like and subscribe. Or not. Like or dislike. I'll see it. Catch you next time. What were they thinking? They had time. They literally had time. They literally specifically removed it to think about, maybe that, I don't know what they were doing. They're thinking about the implementation. Going, this is not going to work. This is shit. And they've gone ahead with it. It's just like, you can see, it's just, it blows my mind. Just take it off and make it a skill jam. What is the hesitation? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Alright, catch you next time. Bye-bye.